Frank here. I'm on the communications team with Women's March Fort Myers, and we have a very important event that's going to be happening in Fort Myers this Saturday, October 17th, from 10 a.m. to noon. And I'm very pleased to have three colleagues with me today who will talk about specifics.
Hi, I'm Marian Frane, founder and board member of the Women's March Fort Myers.
Hi, I'm Melissa Sherman. I'm a volunteer with the Jacqueline McMiller for Mayor of Fort Myers campaign and now a collaborator with the Women's March of Fort Myers.
Hi, I'm Debbie Canyock and I'm treasurer for the Women's March Fort Myers.
Thanks to all of you for being here. Marian, not everybody knows about Women's March Fort Myers, so let's provide some background.
Sure. The Women's March movement began worldwide in January 2017, the day after President Trump was inaugurated. Women everywhere wanted to send a bold message to the new administration, and more than 3 million people participated in an event that day that launched the movement. Locally, we formed Women's March Fort Myers because we felt our area needed its own march. Our focus is on educating the public about issues of importance to women, including our major theme, women's rights are human rights. We also raise our voices to things we want to see ended, such as sexism, racism, homophobia, sexual abuse, and lack of respect for human dignity. We've been active too. Women's March Fort Myers organized local marches in January of 2019 and again in 2020, and over 1,000 local people attended. This year, we endorsed local candidates who share our commitment to the issues that are important to women. You can find those endorsements on our Facebook page and website. Now, we've organized another important public event that will take place this Saturday. Here's Melissa to tell you about it.
Yes, so the event on this upcoming Saturday, the 17th, is going to be a Women's March Sidewalk Demonstration. So a little bit different than a typical march. The setup of this demonstration is going to be divided into 8 action areas positioned on MLK and McGregor. The purpose of that is to demonstrate that we are joining those two sides of the city, which are too often continuing to be separated and segregated by geography, if not by law anymore. And so by having this event and showing that we're supporting both sides of the city, it's to help unify the city and the 6 wards as one. And the other purpose is because of the upcoming currently being held hearings to nominate Judge Barrett, we want to draw attention that we are not in support of that we feel that the president who wins this upcoming election should be the one to decide. And there's a unique concern with this particular judge that she will not only overrule or decimate the ACA, but obviously the other major concern is that she may be the deciding vote on overturning Roe v. Wade. So that is the reason for the National Women's March on October 17th. And then we are taking it a step further than that to talk about other issues, as Marian addressed, that the Women's March is concerned about and wants to draw attention to. And finally, the other reason is to get everyone excited about all of the amazing down ballot candidates that we have in this area that have been, many of them have been endorsed by the Women's March, including Rachel Brown, Connie Bennett Martin, Jacqueline McMiller, and many others. So, we expect to see them at this event. And we want everyone to get excited about the squad that we'll hopefully be sending to the U.S. Congress, as well as to the state legislature and to the city of Fort Myers and the county commissioner's office to represent these values that the Women's March, that are important to them.
Thanks, Melissa. I'm going to give you a little bit more details about the event. Participants should plan to arrive before 10 and plan to spend about 2 hours. They should bring signs and wear costumes if they like. All participants will be required to wear a mask and maintain social distancing. Please do not bring dogs, but do bring water, sunscreen, and a chair if desired. We have organized the event into 8 different action areas in blocks along McGregor Boulevard and Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard to provide for physical distancing. The event will be a sidewalk demonstration, and participants will demonstrate safely from the sidewalks along the area. There are 4 action areas on McGregor Boulevard and 4 on Dr. Martin Luther King Boulevard. The 4 action areas on McGregor, which begin near the Edison and Ford Winter Estates, are the environment, reproductive rights and healthcare, LGBTQ+ rights, and immigration. The 4 action areas on Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard that begin at the Lee County Justice Center complex are women's rights and the ERA, racial and criminal justice, voting rights, and economic justice. Participants can park near any of these areas and demonstrate to show their support for a particular issue. We have a number of organizations that are participating in the call to action to champion the issues, including Citizens Climate Lobby of Southwest Florida, Planned Parenthood, the LGBTQA Democratic Caucus, the Lee County chapter of the National Organization for Women, Peaceful Protests of Lee County, Showing Up for Racial Justice of Southwest Florida, and the Southwest Florida Labor Council. Each area will have a block captain who will know the plan for the day and help to ensure safety and social distancing. Block captains will hold signs indicating their action areas. A map of the area is available on our Facebook event page and on our website at womensmarchfortmyers.org.
I really hope to see you all on Saturday as we social distance, waving signs in place. We need to tell our community that we demand racial equity. We demand equal rights. We demand reproductive freedom. It's so important that we stand up and speak out for women's issues. Let's show everyone what we believe in. Let's make good trouble. We can make a difference.
Thank you, all 3 of you. Very well stated. This is a very exciting event. I know how much work has gone into creating it. So all of you out there in Fort Myers area, we hope to see you Saturday, 10 a.m. Thank you so much. Bye, everyone.